Hello everybody and welcome to EBINOTTI Beauty. Today we're going to be doing a gel polish pedicure using this Modelones lipstick series gel polish. I am so excited to try out Modelones. I picked up this starter kit for them. It's a gel polish starter kit, and yeah, so I'm going to be using non-acetone nail polish remover today, cotton pads, and tin foil. If you want to do this with me, that's what you'll need. We're going to start off by chopping the tin foil into strips just like this so that we can wrap the toes and get this gel polish that we already have on our toes all nice and soaked off. I would definitely recommend using an acetone or nail polish remover with acetone. Unfortunately, I didn't have any of that at home today, so I'm using non-acetone nail polish remover, which doesn't end up really working out, but it does soften up the gel polish a little bit, enough so that I can scrape it off. So just a heads up for you, definitely use acetone or nail polish remover with acetone for this process, okay? So basically we're just going to soak up a cotton pad. If you have cotton balls at home, or anything, even like a couple layered up pieces of paper towel would work, as long as the toenail is completely saturated and all that gel polish is really soaked in the acetone, it'll be fine. You just put it on the nail like this. I fold the tin foil in half to make it easier to wrap around the toes. Don't worry if they pop off. Mine popped off and I just shoved them back on there. So just make it work so that all the toes are nice and secure with that cotton on there. We're going to do the other side. Bam, just like that. If only it was that easy. And we're going to leave this for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending how long it takes. You can take them off and check. These ones are not ready. Obviously, it's because I don't have acetone in my nail polish remover, so it's taking forever. And then I'm basically just going to end up scraping it off now. Be very careful when you do this. You definitely don't want to be damaging up your nails or anything. But like I said, as long as you have acetone or acetone in your nail polish remover, then this will be a much easier process for you. And then once everything is done and looking like this, I'm just going to file off the rest of the polish. So I've done a full foot soak. I've cleaned up my toenails, got all around my cuticles and everything all cleaned up, moisturized my feet before I started this. I would highly recommend that for you to soften everything up, just in case your feet are dry or whatever. It's a nice thing to do. I have one of those little foot soakers. So if not, maybe have a bath before you get into this, just to get your feet all prepped and ready to go. Once we've got all that nail polish filed off, we're going to make sure the texture of our nails is really nice and smooth, so you can file and buff across the top to smooth everything out. And then when you're all ready to go and you've brushed off all of that dust or cleaned it up with the nail polish remover, we're going to separate our toes and we're going to get into painting. So I like to just use my cotton pads to separate my toes like this. I have really sensitive feet, so I hate those rubber ones or like plasticky ones. And then this is the color I chose from Modelones. So I thought this was going to be like a really purpley color. Oh, the lamp. So this is the lamp that comes with the starter kit. I'm going to obviously use this for you guys today and just see how it works. I definitely want to test it out for myself. I've been seeing these little lamps that come with like the polygel kits and the gel polish kits all over the internet. And I'm just so curious to see if they work. To me, it looks like such a piece of garbage, but if it works, it works. And that's really what matters. So I'm going to do my mostest to make sure that we test this product out and see if it works. And look how long this cord is. I love that so much. I actually have an extension cord just to my right with USB ports in it. So this worked out beautifully for me. I didn't have to like pull my extension cords or move anything around. I actually really did love that. It was winning me over almost immediately. And then my foot perfectly fit into it. So I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. Okay, I'm down for the little guy. I'm just going to clean up my workstation a little bit before we get into it. This is our base coat. So the base coat and top coat that come with this gel polish kit have different colored tops. One is gold and one is silver, and I thought that was so cool because they're both black bottles, whereas the colored polishes come with the color in the bottle, right? So just going to start off with a nice thin layer of base coat. It's really important for me to keep my base coats really thin. So I'm just going to kind of throw it on quickly and then go back through all the nails and make sure it's really nice and cleaned up and an even base layer before I cure this the first time. Okay, so it's really important for me that I make sure I get the first coat of base coat and everything, whatever I'm putting on my toes, really nice and smooth and clean. That makes a huge difference. So As you can see, I'm just going back through, making sure if there's fuzzies that I see or any kind of weird texture. That's what I love so much about gel nail polish, is you really do have a lot of time to make sure everything is perfect. It doesn't dry down in any way until you cure it. So this is not a drying polish, it's a gel polish, which means you need that UV light to cure the gel. Otherwise it doesn't dry and it's completely sticky, okay? So once that's all done and looking smooth, we're gonna put it into our little light. When you push the button on this light, it doesn't have settings or anything. It gives you a 30-second timer. So I'm gonna push the button 2 times and cure this for 60 seconds. So now that that's done, here's the next 30 seconds. Yeah, and once that's all done, the top coat is gonna be sticky until you get to the very last layer, which is gonna be your top coat layer. So the base coat, the polish, all of that has a sticky layer. You really don't wanna touch it, get fuzzies in it, or anything like that. And which is why I'm just leaving my foot there while I go across and paint the other side. Okay, just a little tip for you guys. Something that I've noticed is why I'm using this rug underneath me today to do my toes, because it doesn't tend to be very fluffy. It doesn't tend to be very, I was gonna say fluffy and fuzzy at the same time. That was just beautiful. I love that moment. Again, just making sure that this base coat is nice and even before we pop it into that lamp for 30 seconds, which on these little tiny lights is gonna be 2 clicks of the button, okay? There's the second one right there. So once this one's all done, we're gonna start with our colored gel polish. I'm very excited, like I said, to try out the Model ones. This is my first time trying their products. I have to say, I am super, super impressed. The color that I chose today, the darkest one in this set, I thought would be like a purple kind of color, but it's really a lot more red than it is purple, especially when you catch it in the sunlight. So just a heads up with the colors, they're not 100% accurate. Every other color that I got pretty much looks exactly like the bottle, except for the one that is looking kind of corally over there, top right. You see what I'm saying? It's actually not that corally. It's more of like a muted blush rose. It's actually a really interesting color. But you guys will see this because I'm gonna do a full set of extended nails very, very soon. I just needed to give my nails a little break before we get into Halloween and holiday season. I'm so excited. I have so many cool sets planned out for you guys. It was actually really easy once I started doing sets at home to have everything planned out for the rest of the year. So I have like a whole bunch of sets to show you guys that I'm super excited about. And I only do nails on myself. I'm not like a professional nail tech or anything like that. I just enjoy doing my nails at home. If I don't feel like it, or I can't afford to go to a salon or anything like that. So just options, just giving you guys some options, testing some products for you. Can you see it though? Can you see how there's like a lot of red in this color compared to how the bottle really does feel like super, actually, you know what? On camera, it's coming up super purple. When I look at it, it's kind of hard to say. It's interesting. I really feel like when I look down at my toes, because I've had them done for a few days now, and I'm so obsessed with this polish. I'm so stoked that I finally did this and just got myself some gel polishes at home. And honestly, if you're thinking about it, a starter kit like this where you get the lamp, and I did a review of this as well. You can check it out on the channel, also on Instagram and stuff like that if you can't find it. But I did a review of all these products. You get everything. You get all the manicure stuff, everything you need to prep the nail. You get the base coat and the top coat. I mean, all for like 50 bucks Canadian too. So if you're not Canadian, be even cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I'm super obsessed. But when I look down at this color, it looks almost like blood. It's like a blood red kind of color, which if you're like me and you're obsessed with those sort of gothic tones, oh my God, you're gonna love this kit so much, especially for a pink kit. Like, I think this set came out with 2, the sort of purple gray tone set and like blues and things, and then this one, the sort of pink series. But for a pink series, it is very dramatic. It's very muted down. It's very rich in tone. I just can't say enough about it. I think it's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to throw some music on for you guys, and you can watch me paint my toes for the rest of the way. And I'll come back if there's anything more to say. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, hanging out. Please give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Share it with a friend if they love doing their nails at home as well. There are also styling videos and makeup tutorials on this channel from me, your girl, EBINOTTI. Always here, bringing you my tips, my tricks, all my favorites. Okay, so enjoy the rest of the video. And like I said, I'll stop by if there's anything more to say. So one thing that I will say for you guys is when I am doing my toenails and I get some on the sides, I don't worry too much about it. I just go in with my nail polish remover and my brush and just clean that up before I cure it. It's another great thing about gel polishes is when it comes to drying down, there is no dry down. So you have all the time that you need to clean it up, and then once it's cured, it's cured. There's no more cleaning it up. There's no more using nail polish remover to like get in there and clean up your edges. You have to do all of that before you cure it, okay? It's very, very important that you do that. So far the light is working really great for me. When I do go in the end, I'm going to cure it for a full 2 minutes after my top coats and stuff, just to make sure and be safe. Even after this next coat of polish, I'm going to do 1.5 minutes, so 90 seconds. I'm going to click that button 3 times to give 3 30-second drying sessions or curing sessions between each set. Okay, just at this point, because when gel polish gets thicker and thicker, you don't want layers underneath to not be cured. That's going to be really shitty. It's definitely not going to help with the longevity of keeping your nails done for a really long time. I find with gel nail polish on the toes that my toenails last for like the month. The only time when I redo them is because they've grown out. On the rare circumstance that they chip or something like that, I really don't have any problems whatsoever with gel polish. Like my nails literally grow out to the point where I'm like, okay, I should probably redo them. And I don't know about you, but for me, that was a huge game changer. Switching to gel polish on the toes has literally changed up my toenail game. I think I painted my toenails twice this summer, like literally 2 times, and I had bomb toenails all summer. So if you're looking for an easy solution to up your toenail game, then this might be a solution for you. I highly recommend that you check out the Modelones starter kits for the gel polishes. I will leave them linked down below for you. Please do keep in mind that these are Canadian links. They do work for you, but you just want to make sure that you're not paying in Canadian dollars, which you probably won't even have the option to do so. So shouldn't be a problem. Those links should work just fine for you guys. If you have any problems or any questions, please do leave it in the comment section or in the description bar down below for me. Love to hear from you guys. Love to hear what you love to do at home with your toenails. Do you like this color? Would you paint your toenails this color? I'm definitely feeling the like dark colors on my toes right now, which typically I go for like the lighter colors, like maybe a white, obviously classic toenail color, but like an off-white, like a pink maybe, or a lilac, even like a gray tone sometimes can be really fun in the summer if you're like super tan. So right now, the last maybe month of the summer, and then again, I'm doing another dark set. I've been doing all darks. Like my last set was literally black. You guys saw it at the beginning of the video, right? It was literally like a black polish with blue undertones. So gorgeous. And I just love the high contrast, even with the tan. So this one's a little bit warmer with the red and purple undertones. You really do get it leaning red, which is very warm. I'm loving this color. When I look down at my toes, it literally looks like blood. And it's just, I think it's such a beautiful crimson red with those purple tones, and the lighting really changes up colors like this. So have some fun with it. You can do all different colors. You can do one solid color. Like I tend to do one solid color on my toes to keep things simple, and it goes with all my shoes, all my outfits, no matter what I'm wearing. So I don't want my toenails to like be clashing up my outfit or anything like that. That's why I keep it pretty simple. But if you like doing your toenails, you know, like once a week or once every couple weeks, it's really not a big deal. You can step out the box when it comes to colors and just have fun with it and be unique and do your own thing. That's what's most important. If you look down at your toes and you absolutely love it, then you're winning. So again, we're just going to cure this for a full 60 seconds. I'm going to throw it in for an extra 30, so it's going to be 90 seconds because it is our second layer of gel polish here. I really want to make sure that this is nice and solid. You can't touch it to test it out to see if it's hard because it is sticky, like I mentioned before. Now we're going in with our top coat, and that will not be a sticky layer once it's cured. You don't have to wipe it or anything. When it's all done, it's done. So I love, again, like I mentioned, that the gold top on this one to show you that it's the top coat and not the base coat. You cannot substitute your top and base coats for each other, okay? The base coat, after you cure it, is still very sticky. To adhere the gel polish to it, it has a sticky layer. This top coat, when it's cured, nada, okay? So just make sure that you're using the right one. Take a second to look at that bottle. You don't want to put all that time and effort in and then get to this stage and totally mess it up, right? So just make sure you take a second to check and make sure you got your top coat going. The last thing I want to say about the top coat is, because we're using a dark color here, there's no way to tell whether or not there is like a yellow or sort of an off to the clear, whether it's cloudy or it has a little bit of a yellow. That is a problem that some people do have with gel polishes, with clear gel polishes, is that when you put it over a white, when you put your top coat, you know, you've painted your nails all white and they're gorgeous, or like a nice nude color, and then you put your top coat on and it's got weird yellow tone to it, like you're a chain smoker or something, or maybe it's a bit cloudy. I didn't find any cloudy with this. It was definitely nice and clear, super, super shiny, but until we try it over a white or something, there's no way to tell if it has any kind of yellow casting. So with the next set, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I will be doing an extended nails gel set. Using poly gel. That'll be coming up probably not next Thursday and the Thursday after, because I do have something planned for you guys already for next Thursday. But the Thursday after, we will be getting into our fall nails. It's almost time for Halloween. It's going to be super fun. So I'll be showing you guys then. We'll be able to test out and tell whether or not the Model 1's top coat is got any kind of casting. I'm sure it'll be fine. Like I said, I didn't have any problems with it this time. So just finishing up with that top coat, and we are gonna cure for a full 2 minutes this time to make sure all the layers are cured and nice and bonded together. We're gonna click that button 4 times with this little Model 1's. I do have a 90-watt lamp that I got off of Amazon. You guys can find that linked in my previous videos, and also, like I said, in the next video when I do my gel extensions, I'll be linking that lamp in that one as well. It's a great little lamp that I got that's 90 watts. Oh, excuse me, that's 90 watts off of Amazon. And I think that would be great, and you wouldn't have to do as long of a cure. Because it's a very strong lamp. I would assume because these lamps are so small that they are strong, but I'm just touching now because it's a top coat and it will be non-sticky when it is cured. I'm just touching the tops to make sure that this is cured, and then as you can see, sort of picking up the lamp and moving my feet around, just making sure those sides. The only place I really found that was kind of sticky was my pinky toe, because it like completely goes under my foot. It's like not even existent in my toes, you know, it just like hides underneath. So I had to like pull that one out, make sure it cured. And then the sides of the big toe, which really only took an extra few seconds in the cure. So it was curing, it was just taking me an extra few seconds. So that's the reason I did the 2 minutes as well. For that last 30 seconds, I pick up the lamp, I move it around, and I really test the top to see. Like, it shouldn't be sticky, it shouldn't feel like there's air pockets or anything in there. It should be solid, completely cured, maybe a little bit warm because the lamp was on it, or your feet might be warm, but it should be completely done. And when it's done, it's done. That's my favorite thing about gel polish. When you're done, you're done. There's no drying time. It cures, bam, in anywhere from 60 to 120 seconds. So this is my final. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed hanging out with you and doing my toenails. So like I said, everything will be linked down below, and I will see you in my next video.